it's cool. We do it for the peoples, for the communities.
We got a little bit of hand warmers coming out here right now.
The venue's a little bit colder than what we're used to, so hand warmers are definitely something to take advantage of.
No
You
kidding.
don't want your hands to cool down and then mess up an input and then lose a game because you did it.
Exactly. Actually, it's a pretty cold day here in SoCal. Actually, I remember like 2 weeks ago, it was like 88 degrees, and I was like wearing my jacket, and I'm like, why is it 88 degrees in the middle of winter? And we're here now, and it's like,
I would love some snow.
yeah. Apparently, it's snowing though in some areas. A couple of my friends here in SoCal are telling me it's snowing.
Snowboarding.
Oh yeah, snowboarding. I've never been snowboarding.
Oh man, you're missing out.
I've been ice skating. I ride a skateboard, so I don't imagine it's, you know, apples to apples when it comes to that. Stride's eating like a really tasty burger. It looks tasty.
It's called the slider.
The slider.
Yeah.
Strider is eating.
It's actually not slider size, so I don't know why they call it. It's just a cheeseburger.
I remember they had here. What was it? It was like.
What, the tacos?
No. So they had the
nachos?
burgers here, and it was like hamburger with cheese, right? And I was just like, the kind of sounds like they're trying to advertise it. What is it? It's like that burger from Pulp Fiction. That's a Big Kahuna.
The Royale.
There you go, the Royale with cheese. So that's what I was telling you. I was like, yo, man, it's the Royale with cheese.
Okay, enough about cheeseburgers.
Anyways.
Get into our match, Sin versus Arrow.
Let me tell you something about this mighty guy named Sin, coming out from the, I believe, the DYS area and DYS crew. Sin is quite the Puff main, and he is definitely a person who, unlike many Puff mains, they probably give up on the character, they probably switch off, but Sin has been holding his guns with this character for quite some time. I don't know how many big wins he has, but I will tell you one thing, he is quite the Puff player. I haven't seen anybody in SoCal, at least, play Puff the way this guy does. I would probably, even if he was on a Puff PR, I wouldn't be surprised if he was, you know, at least top 3 Puff in the world.
Okay, well, I'm not sure there is a Puff PR or not, but Sin is the type of character who really likes to throw out a lot of rolls, looking for roll into rest, and then he likes to convert his meaty fares into sleep or into rest.
Yeah.
But he's got to get Link, or he's got to get Arrow at a specific percent where that'll work. And he's not at that percent. Right now, Arrow's doing a great job of just kind of boxing out, making sure that Sin has to deal with a lot of projectiles and rewarding him a lot of percent.
All right, and that's kind of what I like about Arrow is that he's keeping his game plan pretty clear. If I space out Puff, she's not going to be able to land these moves on me, but Sin going to come through and seize the commitment from the dash attack and quickly punish that with a rest.
Yeah, Sin with great reaction. As soon as you throw out a laggy move with just enough recovery, he's going to throw out that rest. Even if he has to space it correctly, but Arrow picking up that stock with the forward tilt at the ledge.
And that's kind of one of the things I do want to continuously see about Arrow is that if he does take a loss like that, you definitely want to close the gap as soon as possible. I mean, I feel that Arrow does a really good job in the early game keeping that spacing, but now that Sin has kind of closed the gap between them in terms of stock and percent here, Sin's starting to play slightly more towards Arrow's face. But now it's coming back to a position where Sin is staying behind and trying to find a way through that pattern that Arrow is kind of displaying out here.
Yeah, Sin was able to rack up a bit of damage off the just edge guarding Arrow on the left side, but now Arrow throwing out a lot of, going back to chucking bombs, throwing those boomerangs, shooting arrows, and the tilt actually working in his favor because it's going to allow him to lob arrows just that much further.
Yeah, exactly. One of the things that Sin has to be careful though is how he approaches Link in the air, because Link does have quite a beefy up air and actually beats out air dodge. So if Sin is trying to air dodge through Link can probably just toss out that up air with the right conversion and definitely give Sin a hard time when he wants to come back from the sky. But I do like this game plan Arrow is sticking out to it. He's kind of actually doing a really good job of tossing these bombs, and sometimes he doesn't bother to pick them back up. Look at that. He leaves it there, and he sets it up as a trap. That lets Sin know that he can't approach in this space. If not, Arrow might be looking for something cheeky there for a grab or anything else.
Well, it's trying to get through this wall of bombs is not working out for him, 85%. But that does put Arrow at kill percent with rest. Oh, but the tip of the F-tilt will connect onto Sin, and Arrow's going to take game 1. Yeah,
look at that. Arrow coming up off the gates pretty dominantly. I mean, this is why we picked the boy up. The boy kind of just, he decided to focus on school for a little bit, and then he decided, you know what, hey, I'm going to come back to Smash. Came back to us at DCG and said, you know what, we'll pick you up, dude. You were never really gone. You were just on a brick.
Okay, now here we are going into game 2. And we had the wrong screen on. Thanks, War Chief.
The man's working. The man's working. Let him work his magic.
Okay, on Town and City. Now it's going to have, of course, that smaller ceiling, which is going to allow kills off the top to be that much earlier. With Arrow having a great anti-airs if Sin ever decides to go above him. Now we see up tilt into up air for Sin connecting. And we can see more ledge traps. No, Arrow was able to get back center stage.
All right, Arrow starting up the same level of story that we saw the last game, where he sets up these projectile wall and he continues to bring it towards Sin, and Sin has a difficult time just trying to go through each and every projectile. But I do kind of like a little bit how Arrow is mixing it up this time around. He's starting to use Zera a little bit more, and I like how he's incorporating that.
Oh, but the roll rest! One of Sin's patented rest setups.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the things I told you guys about Sin, is Sin makes makes those rests so calculated that he makes it and he takes it to you. And you find yourself at a rest and it kind of gives you a little salty, like, yo man, I got hit by that? Like this? Come on. But Arrow
just Arrow getting a little bit too comfortable playing within a specific range of Sin, throwing out bombs. Throwing bombs isn't the laggiest move Link has, but at the same time, it's just enough of a recovery that Sin can take advantage of it.
Yeah, and it is just a few frames of opening that Link does have. One of the things that Arrow can do to combat him is actually just go for jab, because Link's jab is pretty good. It's a quick 1, 2, 3, and you can convert that up to a grab or any another tilt as well, being down tilt or up tilt. But quick jab to either grab or just 1, 2, 3 can help push Puff away, have her stay away from your range. But I do like how Arrow is moving in with the zone of his bombs, and the crowd is kind of gathered around to see what's going on.
Doing a good job utilizing his bomb slide to just weave around Sin. If he feels unsafe, he'll just slide right out of there while keeping a projectile in play. Sin at 95%. F tilt is a threat.
I like that.
Now Sin trading with the Sin attack twice. Bomb is coming into play. Is
not
going to
make it. Not going to make it. That's kind of one of those interesting things about Link, is that if he recovers with up B and he gets hit by the bomb, he does not get another jump. He only gets another up B. So even the fact that Arrow did have that bomb. So even though Link has another bomb.
Yeah, more bombs. That's what I want to hear. All right, I'll be back later.
Let me welcome onto the mic the very fabulous. You guys know him all well. Really great guy. Strides onto the mic, coming into you guys live.
Dang, all those lies, man.
All those lies? I call you fabulous, man. I see your cardigan game. That's the one thing I'm most jealous about.
It's true. I do have a pretty decent cardigan game. Anyway, we have the next match. This is game 3, right?
Yeah, game 3. So I was talking about earlier how one of those things that Link does get is he recovers with up B. He has a bomb, but even if the bomb hits him, doesn't get another jump. Only gets another up B. So that's kind of one of those things Arrow has to understand with that character. I do believe Arrow knows that, but he has to be cautious around how he has to recover against Sin, because Sin is definitely one of those players that will chase you when you're off the stage, especially with Puff's good Arrow vulnerability. I have to say that slowly there.
Yeah, Jigglypuff, it's not like as crazy as Melee, but it can still go really deep off stage. And has decent enough hitboxes to edge guard characters like Link, who have pretty straightforward recovery. So that's another thing that you would expect from someone who's a soul main Jigglypuff to really abuse. It's because other than rest and solid edge guards, he just doesn't really have that many reliable ways to kill, I guess.
Oh.
But I said it. Dang. This guy, if you're going to main Jigs, you have to know how to punish roll with rest. And, he's one of the more consistent Jigglypuffs I see get that too. So
exactly, and Sin has been punishing a lot of Arrow's mistakes rolls with that quick rest. But I feel that Arrow is now kind of feel like he's playing behind. Last game, Sin got the same punishment, and Arrow was not able to catch up. So I'm hoping that Arrow can actually keep himself composed and close the gap before it gets a little too late. Yeah,
I honestly think despite Jigglypuff dying really early to Link, he's just struggling to just hit Jigglypuff just because, I really don't think Link does well against characters that have multiple jumps and you just kind of camp the air versus them.
I like that conversion there. Gives it a quick 1-2 switch there.
Yeah, that was a good down smash, but I don't know, it's rough.
Fair, and that does beat out air dodge, so Sin has to be careful every time he air dodges against that.
Okay.
Oh no, yo!
Are you serious?
The man just went for it.
Are you serious?
The man just really